Hey folks, Technivorous here. Today we're taking a look at the beta version of Cura 4.13, which was just released. This is just a beta, so we're going to make sure this video is short and sweet. We're going to look over some of the new features, and I'm going to give you my thoughts and opinions. Don't worry, even though this video is short, we will have a longer video in the near future when the full version is released, and we will be testing it more thoroughly, and I think you people will probably get mad at me for what I'm about to say about this particular version, but I can make it up to you in the next video, I promise. But let's just take a look at the new features and you'll kind of understand what I'm getting at. So if you look at the beta, they have sync material profiles. This is only going to work with Ultimaker printers. And then they have a new profile that also only works with Ultimaker printers. And then they have a 3MF thumbnail mode, which shows the model in the thumbnail of a 3MF. This is basically the only thing in here worth having, okay? So there's really no reason to download this beta. I doubt they're going to add any new features between now and the full release, so definitely just kind of hold out for the next version and see what other improvements they make. I'm going to tell you the direction they seem to be taking is only implementing things that affect Ultimaker printers, probably because they want to sell more printers, and I can't blame them for that. They are an enterprise, they do need to make money, but it's just sad to see them shifting away further and further away from plug and play ability for all users. So that was never really their intention to begin with. I digress. I've got off on a tangent. Let's keep going. So the infill density is also only going to apply to Ultimaker printers. When you print at 100%, it'll make you use zigzag patterns. So apparently they think that's a good idea, but I think forcing users to use the pattern you want them to on your printer is kind of dumb, even if it's only at that 100% infill setting. I don't get it at all. They must be having print errors at 100% when using certain infills. So then they have a user login authentication. This is another step towards making it so it's going to be pay to play pretty soon. Plain and simple. That's my opinion. That's where I think that they're going. So then you have the other new features and improvements. Minor things: TPU top layers, added a warning icon, speed up loading of settings, reuse vertex buffer, all that stuff, and then a whole slew of bug fixes. So this is really the meat of this update, and they didn't really need to add this shit in here, to be honest. They should have fixed these bugs, released to 4.1.2 after 4.1.1, and added some more features for the rest of the community instead of just the Ultimaker users. They're really starting to kind of alienate some people, and I don't like that. Let's jump in and take a look, and we will also notice that my plugin here, the MKS Wi-Fi plugin, could not be loaded. Reinstalling the plugin might solve the issue. That has to do with those thumbnail views that we were talking about. So I am going to go ahead and remove and reload the plugin and see if I can get it working, but we might not need to with that new addition that they made. I'm going to cut this video short. If you want to download this version and test it out, feel free. I am not too impressed with the changes that they've made. It's really nothing major, and I don't think it warrants a new download. However, I did tell you I will be revisiting this when they release a full version, and we will check it out and do a lot more thorough testing. But for now, my recommendation is that you go and check out the newly released prusaslicer 2.4. It is super fast when it comes to slicing models, and they have recently implemented some changes that apply to all printers that are simply amazing. They now have a fuzzy mode like Cura, and they have some Boolean tools that are epic for adding and subtracting models, as well as some other options. So I know that's not what you wanted to hear coming to a Cura video, but my recommendation with Cura 4.13 is that you go and download prusaslicer 2.4. We will see you in the full video, guys. Leave a like if this was helpful to you. Don't forget to hit that subscribe button and ring the notification bell so you can get notified when I post new videos. We do post a video for every version or update to Cura, and we plan to continue doing so in the future. It's just in the past there have been a lot more user-oriented updates that didn't specifically apply to the Ultimaker machines, and it seems like this year all they've really done is made it work better for them. And I know Ultimaker machines are really, really nice, but they're not necessarily the most popular because of their price point. So, I mean, it's a toss-up. If they charge money for their slicer, they could charge less for their printers. But the free usability and the amount of features in Cura is what draws most new users to it. So, I guess we shall see what happens in the future, and that's going to be it for this one. Technivorous out.